Irish 101 Game Day is sponsored by the Notre Dame Football Heritage Project, mysportsheritage.com. Irish 101 is also sponsored by Irish Illustrated. Become a subscriber today on the web at irishillustrated.com. And by Indiana Dunes Tourism. For information, visit indianadunes.com. The colors of fall are in full bloom in northern Indiana, with every color of the spectrum represented. But tonight in South Bend, the most important colors are the bright orange of number 1 ranked Clemson, the traditional gold and blue of Notre Dame, and the elusive Kelly green of the end zone. This is Irish 101 Game Day.
It's not the end all for us. I mean, it's just for us. We could win this game, but you could, if you lose to BC, this game doesn't mean anything. I mean, we're still in pursuit of a conference championship. So it's about steady play. It's about raising your level of compete on Saturdays, which we're in the process of doing. It's about consistency and performance, which we're certainly well on our way to checking that box. We've shown an incredible consistency as a football team of winning week in and week out. I mean, look, you're going to get opportunities like this, and you want to win these games. There's no doubt, but we can't be overly emotional about this football game and lose sight of the fact that we've got 5 more games to play as well. I mean, there's a lot of football still left out. So we can't empty the tank and say, hey, we beat Clemson, we've arrived. No, we haven't. We've got to take this game as an important game. It's the number 1 team in the country. You better play really well against a really good Clemson football team. And then get ready to move on and play a BC team on the road. That's really good too.
That's Notre Dame head coach Brian Kelly, who met earlier in the week with the media to talk about tonight's much-anticipated game with Clemson. The Tigers will be without quarterback Trevor Lawrence, but his replacement, DJ Owangalale, led the Tigers to a comeback win last weekend over Boston College, which creates a storyline for one of the most anticipated college football games this season. With an inside look at the Tigers, here's Fighting Irish Preview's Phil Houk.
Clemson is 7-0 and they are ranked number 1. In the last 5 seasons, they are 62-4 and they have won 2 national championships. The last time they lost a regular season game was October 13th, 2017. Last week against BC, they had to come from behind to post a 34-28 win. Yes, all-world quarterback Trevor Lawrence is out with a COVID 'issue, but there's a pretty good player backing him up who has a strong supporting cast. Freshman DJ Uiagalelei is 6'4", 250 pounds, and was a 2-time high school All-American and a 5-star recruit. Last week in his starting debut against Boston College, he was 30 for 41 for 342 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not particularly experienced, but he can play. The Tiger offense, of course, does not stop at the quarterback position. Senior Travis Ediiton has already piled up over 1,000 rushing and receiving yards and has scored 11 touchdowns. Amari Rogers leads a deep receiving corps with 40 catches for 586 yards and 6 touchdowns. The Tigers are number 2 nationally in scoring at 46.1 points per game and 10th in total offense. Defensively, they're loaded. 10th in total defense, 11th in scoring defense. They're among the best in the nation with 65 tackles for loss and have totaled 28 sacks. The Tigers have picked off 9 passes and have in total forced 13 turnovers, 3rd most nationally. Clemson's worst national ranks are in 2 categories. They've allowed 4 blocked kicks and they commit a lot of penalties. Balance on offense, pass rush is really good, run stoppers, turnovers. There just aren't many weaknesses here. I guess that's what you expect out of a team that is ranked number 1 in the nation. Vegas favors Clemson by 5.5. Over-under is 51.5. My pick, and well, yeah, I hate to say it, Clemson 27, Notre Dame 16. For Irish 101 and Fighting Irish Preview, I'm Phil Houk.
A key tonight for the Fighting Irish will be to control the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame has one of the best offensive lines in the country that is anchored by center Jarrett Patterson, who talks about the development and the evolution of Notre Dame's offensive line.
Trusting the guy next to us, that they're like on a certain play, if they're bringing a pressure, knowing that the guy behind me and next to me is going to be there for me to look out for me. I think that's just really what it's been down to. We understand our communication, and we do a great job of just seeing everything like through one set of eyes. I think that's the biggest thing that we've taken through the past, almost 2 years playing with each other.
Tonight at Notre Dame Stadium, it's the #1 Tigers of Clemson taking on the 4th-ranked Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. One team will remain unbeaten, while the other must find a new way to get to the ACC championship game. For Phil Houk of Fighting Irish Preview, I'm Len Clark of Irish 101. Thank you for watching, and go Irish!